before I show what actually happens with my account, I need to explain a few things. And the first thing is that I've had others log into my account before, and they as well couldn't capture or screenshot anything on my Destiny 2 account. So it being a hardware, GPU, or hardware driver, whatever Windows 10 issue is not the reason why. Okay, and to even add to that, I mean, I've switched out my motherboard a few times and stuff too. Like, I switched around my hardware, and I mean, I've had the same issue. So it's not my PC. Okay. The second thing is that when Wardmine came out, I'd say around the time when 6v6 launched, I think that was towards the end of the DLC, is when I remember this issue occurring. For a lot of people that don't know, for a lot of people that don't know, Warmine or Destiny 2 PC was originally on Blizzard. So when it came over to Steam, I still had the same issue. Okay. This was never a Steam issue. This was more of a, it was tied to my Destiny 2 account. I originally thought it was a Blizzard issue, but then, when it came to PC, I realized it wasn't. So that leads to the other thing is, like, I can launch other games fine, and stream them and record them just fine on my Steam account. It's just something to do with my Destiny 2 account. And the last thing is the driver. Any driver before this one, I was able to capture clips with Shadowplay. I don't know why, but it was able to bypass the restriction that I have on Destiny. Any driver after this one, I couldn't capture anything, right? Insta replay turns off, doesn't stay on. I can't use the record option either. I don't know. It was around this. It was March when I remember updating it, and I noticed that my Shadowplay didn't work. I still kept using the same driver even up to May, and I mean, eventually I had to update the driver. Now that I explained that, now I need to actually show what happens. So this is what happens, right? You can see the window just fine. The reason you can see it is because I'm not actually signed into the servers. When I sign into the servers, it doesn't show up, basically. The window disappears. It's easier to show it in windowed mode, but I'll full screen as well. It doesn't matter. Being windowed or full screen doesn't matter. So I'll start it up. I launch into the servers, right? And as you can see, it turns off. My Shadowplay turns off, or my my Insta replay turns off. You guys can't see anything. I still see it on my screen, but anywhere else that's capturing gameplay won't show up. Okay. You can even see my mouse disappear or my cursor disappear as I, hover over the window. I have Discord right here. You guys can't see it on Discord either. I clearly have it open. Snipping tool, I mean, anything that tries to capture it just doesn't show up. Right? Doesn't show up. So there's that. So now I sign into someone else's account when it lets me. Okay. So now I have someone else's account up. Alright. So, when I try to... So I'll launch the game mode just fine, right? I didn't change anything, I just changed the counts. And same thing, right? This is gonna be, like, everyone's gonna be able to see this, right? Because I'm not signed into the servers. But when I sign into the servers on this account, I believe on my account this would have disappeared, but on someone else's account it still shows up, right? I'm in the servers now and it's not, the window's not disappearing. I can full screen it just fine. You know, it shows up, window, back to window, just fine. Discord also shows up just fine as well. I don't know. We can try snipping tool. This will just work just fine as well. See, I can actually capture. Right. I'll log into another account and show the same thing. I'm on someone else's account now, and if I launch this thingy again, I'll try signing into the servers and show that I can still record the window. Right. I believe I'm in the servers now, and you guys can still see everything. You know, the Discord window shows up as well. You can see that. I use snipping tool as well. And I can screenshot the window just fine, right? And then I'll go back to my account. And it lets me. And same thing, right? I'll sign into the servers. And I'll show that the screen disappears as I'm on my account, right? You can see on Discord now it's not showing up when it's clearly is, right? I can, well, that won't work, but I'll try using snipping tool, and as well you won't be able to see anything. Okay. And then I can launch another game out just fine on my Steam account, not like, you know. As you can see, you can see stuff on my account, on my Steam account. You guys can see everything is showing up. I mean, I'll try to snipping tool again on this. And I mean, I can snipping tool that and whatever, you know. Discord won't show, but you know, you can see that. I can try launching another game up. I don't know. I don't really have that many games installed, but I could try like Payday. And this works just fine as well. So yeah,